a lot of people were saying, I think after the fact, it was like, oh man, like the FAMU culture is like a cult.
Man,
Family.
own it, bro. If we a cult, we a cult, man. Go get your shit up and do that.
Bro.
It's too much music.
That was
There's
like
nothing
17.
by Gunna I need to hear that long, bro. Because someone said this shit on Twitter, and it's
Yeah.
so true. 25 songs from Gunna with like that same sound. Bro, track 2 sound like track 17.
He has one tempo. That's the baby, bro. Every song.
I've never heard Imaginary Players. And I know I got killed online when I said that.
It's
I would
amazing.
probably
It's an
get
amazing-
killed for saying it
it's
now.
an amazing
I will
record,
also
bro.
tell you I don't give a fuck. Chief Keef just turned 30.
Yeah.
A 36-year-old adult saying they grew up on and was inspired by a 30-year-old adult. That shit crazy to me.
What's good, people? It's your boy, way more fly than you.
Yo.
Audio Dope Podcast. We back, man. Season 3.
3.
We in the building, man. How you doing, brother?
Cooling, man. Season 3. That's crazy.
Absolutely. This is episode, actually, if you want to count episodes, it's episode 21. So we've done 10 episodes a season. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, checking in with us, man. How was Be Out Day, first and foremost?
Be Out There was a vibe, man.
Yeah.
You know, we shot the little piece out that way, you know.
Right.
So we love everybody that got a chance to, you know, participate with everything. But it was definitely a vibe. I was glad I was in the city for it.
Absolutely.
Well, it wasn't as hot as it normally be.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I was scared it was going to rain, too. Like, that was the thing. Like, I
Yeah.
thought it was really going to pour down. But, you know, my son came out. This is the second year he been out there.
Mhm.
So he got a chance to be around, you know, family atmosphere. I saw a lot of people. I ain't gonna call it hating because we use hating all the time, right? But a lot of people were saying, I think after the fact, it was like, oh man, like the FAMU culture is like a cult. It was this one guy, I think he's a columnist. I don't know who he writes for or whatever, but he used the word cultist type, you know, camaraderie that we have amongst each other. And I just want to dispel that rumor. Like, there's nothing
No.
cultist about.
man,
family.
own it, bro. If we a cult, we a cult, man. Go get your shit up and do that, bro.
But cult is
where he went to
always-
school at?
He didn't preference where he went to
ICDC?
school. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even think it might be a PWI because we always get, you know, hate from PWIs too. But like cultist is always like cult. The word cult is always associated with something like negative. Like when you look at cults, you think about the, you know, Schmicky Menages. And the Hives and the who else, like the Chris Brown and his fan base.
Yeah.
Like these are cult like style conglomerates. You get what I'm saying? FAMU is nothing but black excellence.
It's a family.
It's a
If you see
family.
otherwise, you a blind
The
bitch.
key-
like, bro, like,
The base acronym in there is family.
thank you.
So we're more of a family than a cult. I just wanted to clear that up. But thank y'all again for rocking with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We back, you know, better than ever. And we got some dope shit coming for y'all too, man. So new dope, man. What you listening to?
New dope. A lot of Odil's new project. I fuck with that shit real hard.
Odia?
Odil. He's from the UK or Africa. One of them
see, you
John.
like the
But, like-
overseas shit. I forgot about that.
Odil, dude, since we left Odil John, I've been playing the hell out of that, especially a record he got with Leon.
Okay.
Sasha Kiba album is hard.
Okay.
Obviously banging the new Lucci shit. It's a lot of new stuff I've had in rotation, but that's like some of it.
Wanna did it again. Okay. Now, I've been listening to Gunna nonstop, right? And I wasn't always a Gunna fan. That's the craziest part. Like, I didn't really think Gunna was like that until maybe I didn't like the Push and P.
What,
But
the
I
project
understood
or the record?
Just the record.
Okay.
And the project that it was on, it had some records on there. But that song kind of made me pay more attention to him because, of course, it was, you know, widely received well by everybody. But like Gunna really stepped it up this particular album, man. And I really like a lot of the tracks. Prototype is one of my favorite tracks over there. You know what I'm saying?
But we pretty much just diving straight into like the Gunna, right?
We can, yes. Let's do it.
I feel it, right? Like I seen I've seen like a lot of praise for it, right? And I rock with Gunna. I like earlier stuff, like the earlier Drip or Drowns, you know, and that shit, right? My biggest thing is it's the production, bro.
You don't like Turbo?
It's too much music. Because that project is like, what, 23, 25 songs long?
Is that long?
Yes,
I
there's
like
nothing
17.
by Gunna I need to hear that long, bro.
I thought it was like 17. Hold on, we check. Let me check.
Bro,
keep going.
This is a part of what, because someone said this shit on Twitter, and it's so true.
It's 25.
25 songs from Gunna with like that same sound. Bro, track 2 sound like track 17.
But it's 25 songs and it's only an hour though. It's an hour and 9 minutes. So what, 69 minutes? That's not bad. So every song is on average, what, two?
Yeah, but we're not talking about time, and we just talking about like it's just it's nothing that popped to me. Like I love the record. Prototype. I do love Prototype.
Prototype is that. You know like what we getting fucked tonight? We WG.
It grew on me. I thought it was goofy when I first heard it.
Really?
But, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Getting fucked tonight. And like it was goofy to me at first, but like it's cool now. It's cool now.
It's a lot of strip club music on there. When I say strip club, I'm talking about strip club tempo.
Where is the strip club at if there's a lot of strip club music on there? Because that shit is very moody.
If you see, go to Magic and listen to We Getting Fucked Tonight.
I could see We Getting Fucked Tonight in Magic. I can see that.
I can see I can hear Prototype in Magic. I can hear what's the other record? I gotta track this right here. Was it Come Fuck With Your Boy? I can hear that in man.
Where's that at? That's like at the end?
Yeah. Fuck With Your Boy, number 17. You ain't make it down that way. But it's some records on there though. Like I really, really like I said, Prototype. I also like podcasts, which, you know.
I know what he slick addressing.
You know what I'm saying? Podcast was cool. But overall, I gave the album a 8 out of 10. You know, I know that a lot of artists, they get killed for their sound. Like him and Turbo, that's their sound.
But okay, but if that's the case, then why doesn't the baby get a pass?
I think the baby don't get a pass but it's his flow that he gets killed for more. Okay, than anything.
Gunna don't like. And this is not a Gunna bashing thing because I really rock with him, right? Yeah. You know, but 25 songs from him, it literally was like no variation to it, bro.
So you
like,
you hate that it's
like
so
the
long.
same song after a while that I was listening to.
So you could have did with about 12.
And then where's the single? Because it's like there wasn't a "fuck you mean." You know how that shit like popped off of that project? Right. Like where's that on there?
I don't. So this is my personal theory, of course, because you know this was supposed to be his last album on YSL. Yeah. Right. So maybe he didn't want. I think he put his best foot forward without trying to be so commercially driven or commercially successful to get out of his deal to restructure. So it's enough music on there for him to say, you know what, I put out a great project. No, it may not be a single on there, but maybe I got a single in the tuck for when I go do my negotiations with a label deal or whatever his next move is. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I looked at that. Yeah. But I mean, it seems like now if we had to pick a single, me personally, I would go We Getting Fucked Tonight because Burna Boy is on there.
I
you know
what
I'm saying? So it's like you not only you get your single, but you
already. I like that.
There you go. So you also try to cross the waters with Burna Boy being on there because he's a huge international success. So it's like that's a no-brainer.
I mean, but I would give him kudos to that, and that speaks to like, you know, the whole conversation around, you know, rats and what you side you taking, who this and third. Like I only deal like in the music. For sure. We only talking about just like the music that's being made at the end of the day.
I'm a taxpaying citizen.
Like, so civilian 101, boy. It's no better game to join.
That shit don't got nothing to do with me.
It's no better game to join. But anyways, bro, like at the end of the day, like it speaks to the power, like people call themselves not wanting to work with him, right? Or say what they want to say about him. And then the wraparound is he going to work with these international acts. Yeah. And he can do it and it still sound good. So it's like when we just talking about the music, like all this other shit aside at the end of the day, like I will give him that. Like Gunna is definitely like a force to be reckoned with, like in rap.
And he's also more, so in a comparison to what you were saying, why the baby get killed, the baby ain't really versatile. He's just a rapper. With Gunna, not only is he a rapper,
he's melodic.
He can carry a melody, but he got slick lines on there too, dog. Like if you pay attention to Gunna, he really say some slick shit on there. So it's like the baby, it's a lot of, you know, punches, metaphors, like, but it's like almost not to hate on the man or whatever, but outdated a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like and I think he has one tempo. That's the baby, bro. Every song, every freestyle, every on the radar. I don't give a fuck where he go. It's that fast punch, 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 and it's just like, come on, bro. Like switch. I would probably give him more, grace if he switched the flow up a little bit. Like get a little melodic. Try to sing. Use some auto tune. Like just try some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your BB gun.
I don't know, bro. It's, at the end of the day, what happens is, with these artists, we bully them out their lane, or like a nigga wise man, I forgot who it was, once said it about Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Let 50 Cent take him out his vibe, and then 50 Cent turn around and made Candy Shop.
Absolutely.
So it's like, people
and 21 questions, and the list goes on.
So like, if it's working for you, continue doing it. Yeah. My thing, we're gonna just, where's another producer? Like, another sound.
That's fair though. That's fair.
I think we're over like the Chinese sounding strings and shit. Like, it's
But
cool.
who do you go? Where do you go?
He's melodic. He could go anywhere. That's my issue.
Yeah.
Like, he's a melodic and can rap ass rapper. So it's just like, he could get busy on anybody's shit. It just like, when it comes to his projects, like, I appreciate the attempt for cohesiveness with, I think it's Wheezy and Turbo in it. But it's like, just give me something else sonically, bro. Like,
I would love to see him get in the lab with London, but we know that's not gonna happen because London way too loyal to So okay. Well, yeah, man. That's listen, man. Well, we run right into Metro album, right? So first and foremost, I enjoy what he was trying to bring to the table, but I'm a little bit biased because I feel like Metro was biting.
Biting who?
JD. Now,
I have seen that conversation.
Not the concept of the album. However, it seemed like Metro sped up whatever this album was
to get it out
to get ahead of the Magic City. He actually stepped on the Magic City steam. Like, I'm gonna call a spade, and I like Metro. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at a lot of the artists that he had on there, if you look at the album cover, if you look at what he was doing leading up to it, like it's like this shit, Futuristic came out of nowhere, bro. Like, if you was literally paying attention to what JDM then was doing, he was in the studio every day. He got Rocco in the studio. He got Tip in the studio. He got 2 Chainz in the studio. He got all of these other Atlanta artists who contributed to the culture of strip club music or whatever, and honoring Magic City, and then boom, here come Metro. I saw the album cover first, and I was just like, yo, what is this nigga doing? And there's no way possible that he could look at what JD doing and say, you know what? This is different. It's not different. But I do like the time capsule that he put us in for the album, because I was outside during a lot of that music. I was outside for the J Money first name, last name. I was outside for the Black Boy, White Boy swag with Travis Porter and all of them boys. Like, I like the music. I like the direction of the album. I just don't like how he tried to step on the steam of my peoples.
I'm the flip of it, right? Like, because I talked to Shauna about this shit, right? Like, I saw all the love on the timeline for it. And I was like partially outside for it. Because like a lot of times what I say is, it's like, we were in school in Tallahassee.
Yep.
So we got music from Albany. Like,
facts.
The shit bled down.
Yep.
So like, vicariously, we were getting all the early Migos, the Travis Porters, all that shit bled down. So I knew about Schoolie. We knew about the Rich Kids, all that, right? What this album for me did was, I realized I don't like it that much to hear a whole body of work.
I got you.
I don't. It's not for me.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I really appreciate the attempt to like show love to your region.
Absolutely.
And my thing about that is, and I know I always get beat up. Oh, you're not from Cali. You niggas finally got to, and we not in this conversation, but I'm talking about Atlanta niggas.
Yeah.
You niggas finally got to deal with what niggas from California as a coast been dealing with for fucking ever.
I got you.
Nobody want to hear that shit, that Cali shit.
The hyphy and all that.
Like, okay. But the thing about out there is, they're like prone to their regionalness, and they don't give a fuck what the rest of the country want to make or like.
Right.
They make what they make, and you got to gravitate to it. And eventually, like, as we see with the West Coast, people always come back to it, whether it's 5, 6, 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
So to see the hate that, because the Metro album did not get unanimous love.
Not at all.
A lot of the hate that I saw, it's not warranted. It's stupid, but it did bring about the conversation of like, because Metro said it. a lot of rap had got just so sounding the same.
Mhm.
The internet does that because it connects people. Like, but producers with these loops and making the same shit, this and the third, showing love to the region, making stuff that was sonically like traditional to the city of Atlanta, no matter if anybody else want to hear it. That's what I loved. It made me hear it, and I'm like, damn, I want to hear some shit from Florida. Like, that's just like a Florida tape.
Yeah.
You know? So that's kind of where it left me. I appreciate the attempt for like just being traditional to your region. I'm not gonna have it on replay like that.
Right.
You know?
Most of the hate came from up north though.
Yeah.
When you look at it, because I even saw Meezy, he called in to Joe Budden.
Mhm.
And he was explaining to them what this tape or project meant to Atlanta specifically.
Mhm.
Now, if you're anywhere, south of, the DMV area, you probably heard it. You probably heard a lot of this music. I know you heard of Travis Porter because they had some national success, right?
Absolutely.
You've heard Young Joe. He's had national success. And a lot of the, I thought a lot of the, the criticism came from, oh no, because they didn't really understand it. They like, oh, this sounds dated, all of this, but that was the point of it. It was a time. Again, I hate to keep using the word time capsule, but it was a time capsule, project to where it brought us back because we all heard and loved the music. So I'm curious to know, could Florida do something like that, or let's just say Florida, for example, because when you really look at Florida, we have a melting pot of music. We went from bass to, up tempo to, hardcore hip hop or trap or whatever you want to call it. To like, so we don't really have. Atlanta has always coined a sound in eras. Like it went from bass to crunk to snap or trap to snap
trap,
to. You know what I'm saying? Black boy, white boy swag, futuristic if you want to call it. And then we got the melodic sound with the Futures and everybody else that came after that. So it's just like they could do that. They could do this 3 or 4 times over if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely like to see. And it's funny because I reached out to I keep his name out of it. But when I was making the comment about the album, I said it would be dope if Florida would do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that reached out to me, he DM'd me. He was just like, yo, I took your idea and I took it to some very, very respected producers in Florida. They mainstream. Like they have Tri-Time Hits, and I don't want to say their name because I don't know what they got working on now. But he was like, he pitched the idea to them and they thought it was a great idea. So I'm just like, okay, well, So I would love to see Florida do something like that. But again, we would have to just pick an era. Like, or it would just be a whole bunch of Florida artists on an album, ain't really the same esque as Metro shit. But again, I like what Metro did. I just don't like how he went about doing it. That's just my personal opinion. This don't got nothing to do with Teddy.
There's room for everybody.
Man, it is room. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
I get how it looks,
What?
But I get how it looks. But I don't think that he like rushed out and was like, oh, let me take JD's, swag and step on it. To be honest with you, what's not spoken about in the middle of JD's been working on Magic City forever.
Yes.
Metro did this in a matter of a month. What happened in between time is these rap girls from Atlanta that then popped off.
True.
Like your YK Niecy, your fucking Bunny B's, your fucking Plutos, who are making like this. And then I forgot Shorty that make that I'm So ATL, which all of the millennials, all of us keep thinking that it meant
something like that. Yes,
all of us keep thinking that it meant Atlanta, but it really means all the way live.
I thought it was about that life. See, there's a lot of different meanings.
It's a lot of different
meanings. I think it's Bankroll Knee.
Bankroll, yeah.
Okay.
Sir. Mm-hmm. So like in the middle of these two different things, these girls popped off with that like traditional like Atlanta sound of that era. And I think that's what spun the inspiration. I don't think that Metro saw what JD was doing, was like, I'm finna take your whole swag.
And the release date of the album. Because it came out on the 15th. Magic City, I'm talking about, the Magic City album. When the release date dropped for Magic City, this is my personal opinion again, that's when Metro sped up and he dropped. Because he dropped it, it's been out now, what, a month and a half? Almost 2 months, something like
Metro
that?
project?
Yeah.
Nah, it's been maybe a little less than a month. Because it was in August,
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean,
It was a passion project.
A lot of coincidences.
Really, it wasn't. I get the coincidence, but it was literally. He stated it. Everybody knows, like it was a passion project, bro.
Yep.
You could tell by the marketing of it. Like it really, and it wasn't no big label budget for that project.
Of course not.
He did that because he wanted to get that out in the atmosphere. So,
or you know, I have another theory. You know, because JD has been publicizing who he's been in the studio with.
Yeah,
we haven't seen Metro in the studio. Now, you know as much as I do, if not more, that, you know, when people are left out of projects, they feel away.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when people are left out of projects and they have the ability to create their own music, they're going to go create the music that they want to create. And if they're left off of a project by a certain individual that they're also in competition with in their mind, I'm just saying, then that breeds more competition, does it not?
So who was left off?
Metro
was left off the JD project.
That's yeah. I'm just going off of what I've seen in all of the. Nah, I know you know that
they producers, bro.
Of course,
if I'm a producer
making
a producer album, I'm not going to invite another producer to be a part of it because it's like you're doing the same thing at that point.
Lil Jon
is different because Lil Jon is vocal. What record do you hear Metro's mouth on? Pause.
No, but he's a part of. He's a part of the Atlanta Strip Club. She made Atlanta Strip Club music.
From a like creative standpoint,
yes.
Lil Jon is far more a part of the creative process than just the production. Like he's vocally on the tracks.
Yes.
He's writing on it. Yes. So like I could see why he's a part of a JD project. Like, you know, that's why, you know, it makes sense. Metro don't do nothing. I don't want to say don't do nothing because he's like one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he is.
But he's a producer. So I could see where. And JD he'll tell you he don't even look at Metro like, because JD just popped this shit on the Joe Budden podcast.
Of course he wouldn't look at Metro like that. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think.
I get the coincidence.
I don't think that JD thinks he's in competition with Metro. I would. If I'm Michael Jordan, I'm not looking at Smush Parker as a threat.
JD don't think he in competition with Timbo or Pharrell.
He shouldn't. I feel like he shouldn't. But you know, that's a conversation for another day. So. You know, our girl, I don't actually like her, right? Ooh. Cardi B, right? Cardi B dropped her lead single to her new project, Imaginary Players.
It was the second. It wasn't the lead.
Oh, it wasn't the lead. What was the first? Oh, the first was the outside song. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. So, I saw a lot of positive reviews. I appreciate her reverence to the record. To somebody like me, you know, the geriatric general, right? Imaginary Players is literally Bible verses. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a song that you just gotta be from that particular era of hip hop and appreciated that particular era of hip hop to appreciate that actual song. So that's like let me see. What's your and this is probably a terrible example. What's your song you always say, Dom Kennedy, you like?
When I Come Around?
When I Come Around. That's like somebody doing When I Come Around flip. But they don't do it how you would have expected them to do it.
I want to get to the bottom of this because I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
not saying you're
not that removed. Like I know all this shit back to Dead Prez. Where did all this love?
It's Jay-Z.
Because I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about the record.
Okay.
I've never heard Imaginary Players.
You've never until Cardi dropped?
And I still haven't listened to it.
Really? Okay.
So, and I know I got killed online when I said that. I would probably get killed for saying that
now. It's an amazing record,
I will also tell you I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But
I
want to know where all this, because there are Jay-Z records that I feel are not mainstream known records that are like cult classics that everybody know, and I'm just I've never heard this Imaginary Players record that everybody swears is just a hallmark of his catalog.
It's there. It's up there. It's up there with Their Presidents. It's up there with Ain't No Nigga. It's up there with Jigga What, Jigga Who. All of these this is leading up to why Jay-Z has been who he has been in rap or in hip hop, period. I'm not even just going, center it to rap.
Yeah.
But I also heard, I don't know if you wouldn't, I also heard because I listened to a lot of Joe Budden them, and they ended up playing her lyrics over "Get Money."
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so I actually appreciate that more, and I do appreciate what Cardi is doing. She's tapping into her roots. I feel like Cardi is 36, 37, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So she was around. Like, she in New York, so she was definitely around when Reasonable Doubt was out and about, right? So I definitely give the record maybe a 6 or 7. I'm leaning towards 7 because I do like the video that she did. Like, she popping the shit. You know what I'm saying? I just, those types of records hold near and dear to my heart.
And in those records, it's the thing about it is you can't satisfy everybody. So you just do it. No, you
cannot.
You just do it.
Yeah.
Like, you're never going to satisfy anybody.
Right.
I will say for that record, like, I'll give the video a 10, the record like a 7.
Right.
But I think that the record served its purpose. You got like a lot of them fucking fans. I'm not even saying their names, but you got a lot of them that been like laughing, talking like, "Oh, the record didn't chart or it fell a woo." Like, that song is not a single. It was meant, like, to me, in my opinion, everything that comes out ain't for a home run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a 3.5 verse record in 2025, no hook.
Okay.
So the average ear ain't even prone to hear nothing that long that's just raps.
Right.
And everybody's just simple and fucking stupid. So I feel like it did what it was supposed to do. It stopped like the conversation. For that weekend, everybody was talking about that record.
Yeah.
I think it also solidified her roots because, like, she ain't got busy as a rapper in a minute on a record. She's a pop artist.
Yeah, she is.
She's literally a pop artist, but she also a bitch from the Bronx that's in her 30s.
Right.
So we, like you said, we know what cloth she's from. And if she ain't from it, she grew up around it and she knows about it. So, like, to me, like, the record served its purpose as like a return to form and show like that real, like, girl from the Bronx. That's really New York at the end of the day.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate the record at all.
I don't hate it.
I do love that too. I seen a lot of men champion her.
Yeah.
Which normally don't happen with women rappers. But like with her and this record, like, I saw a lot of men on my timeline that would never like big up a girl, be like, "Oh, she got busy, she did her thing." And that was the point of the record right there. Yeah.
She got slick lines on there. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard the record 2 or 3 times, but when you touch records like that, like, I'll give you another example. When Quavo and rest in peace, Takeoff, when they did Bars in the Captions and they sampled So Fresh and So Clean.
Yeah, that's the same as SZA and Future on the Khaled album when they did Miss Jackson.
Facts.
You just can't do.
Some people do it well. I appreciated what Quavo and Take did on there because they actually were rapping their ass off on that record, and it was a really, really good record. I remember
that record now. Yes. Yeah, they did their thing on that.
They did their thing on that. And I actually don't, I don't hate the SZA.
I hated that record.
You
Leave
did?
it alone.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hear
Khaled hollering all across the shit. Boy,
I think we just don't like Khaled.
I don't like him either, but at the same time, like.
I think that's what it is. Because if Khaled was nowhere near that record, it probably would have been a little bit different.
Bro, it was just like some stuff just be unnecessary. Don't touch it. Like Miss Jackson.
But also, too, when we talk about Khaled is more of a curator than a producer, right?
Yeah.
He's not behind the boards actually putting the record together.
No, but he has a say-so.
He does, but he's, to me, he the compilation king.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Right? This. But
we're tired of the compilation.
SZA sound good on this. I'm gonna put another person on this. Somebody, A&R sent him the beat. Boom, I put it together, and we the best at the front of it.
Somebody really was like, "Oh, we're gonna because to me it's what I always call like an algorithmic play, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna take Miss Jackson from Outkast.
Yep.
We're gonna slap SZA and Future on it.
Yep.
They could sing and rap about a toilet bowl if they wanted to. It's fucking Miss Jackson, SZA, and Future.
Yep.
And it's going to be out of there.
Yep.
And boy, they couldn't have been no motherfucking more wrong about that there. Stop touching the hallmarks of our fucking culture and leave them shits just be. Like, it ain't it, my dog. It ain't. Like, facts. I'm sorry. Like,
Facts. Shout out to YFN Lucci, man. Welcome home. Big concert. By the time y'all hear this, the concert would have already happened. But I just want to say shout out. Number one, welcome home. I've seen a lot of the clips and what he's doing, like the record that he dropped. a lot of work that he's doing in the community. So big salute to that. And if you can share, you know what I'm saying, what can we look forward to? Because again, the show would have already happened once they see this.
Already happened,
so you could kind of tell us who we gonna see on the stage.
I mean, okay, I put it like this. I'm not gonna say like who's gonna perform, but I will say like, if you're a fan of him and you know some of the people that like some of his bigger records that he's done stuff with, you'll probably see them on the stage. Not probably, you'll definitely see them on the stage. It's him and friends.
Okay.
I will say like it's a huge look at the end of the day. It's like stamping the city, his place in the city and the work he's done in the city.
Okay.
More tickets sold than Birthday Bash. It's crazy. Like, the State Farm Arena sold out. So
yeah, that's dope. If I guess, will you tell me?
Nah.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
I'll just say it's gonna be a real great show.
Yeah.
And anybody that you could guess from like records that they probably there. They're probably there because it's a lot of people that are pulling up to show love, and it's deserved.
Selling out State Farm is pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You got a lot of people that can't sell out Jack in the Box, so it's like
facts. Or fucking center stage.
Center stage.
The sellout State Farm is pretty fucking impressive, man.
Yeah,
and you haven't really dropped a lot of music consistently in what? 4 years. 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's very impressive, man. Yeah. Very impressive. So shout out to him. I hope the concert is a success.
Album on the way, man.
Album on the way,
Album
for
is
sure.
Soon on the way.
For sure. How do you pronounce this nigga name?
Hey, I mix that shit up all the time. Is it Fivio? Is it Fivio?
Fivio, Foreign.
It's that nigga.
Okay.
Some nigga.
So you added something on here. Did
you see the clip with him and Nas?
Yes.
I'm not him and Nas. Him and
Was it Jim Jones?
Jim Jones.
And they were just talking about who he grew up on and all.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That's what this topic is.
That's
correct? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I just want to make sure I get my bearings right. I looked up this nigga's age.
That's all you needed to do.
Because a lot of people like I don't have internet brain. So when I see stuff, I actually go look for it for myself because I don't want to rely on a retweet or a repost of a blog or somebody who's just ranting or they got a lot of views on their tweet or whatever. The nigga's 36 years old, right? Fivio Foreign is 36 years old. So he's, he is 4 years younger than me. So he and I were actually.
He is, absolutely.
We were in high school at the same time, right? And I'm going somewhere with this, right? So a lot of times, we look at artists and, because they kind of just popped, we kind of put them in this box of being younger.
Yeah.
Right? And I have this debate all the time with a lot of my constituents about who runs rap or hip hop. Is it the younger generation or is it older? And a lot of you guys' favorite artists are my age. You know what I'm saying? You could go down the line. I think Lil Baby is 34. 35, or when I say my age range, I'll just say that. So they're in the proximity of 5 years of my junior, right? Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Big Sean, Cake, all the artists that we love.
The blog era is all in their 30s.
Yes, these niggas is 33 plus, right? You know what I'm saying? 33, 34 plus. So the fact that he said, and I'm paraphrasing, or maybe I don't even got to paraphrase. He said that he grew up on Chief Keef, I believe.
He said that he grew up
listening to Chief Keef.
Grew up on listening to Chief Keef and Meek Mill.
From New York.
And you're 36 years of age.
You're 36.
Chief Keef came out when I was in college, and I was like 21.
Yeah, so that's what, 2014? 2015?
So, yeah.
Something like that?
You being...
No, 2012.
It's just a conversation about a 36-year-old man.
What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Like saying they grew up... What you I saw your retweet, right? Chief Keef just turned 30.
Yes.
So a 30...
Come on, bro.
Let's do the math.
Let's do the math.
A 36-year-old adult saying they grew up on and was inspired by a 30-year-old adult. That shit crazy to me. I'm sorry. Like, And it was all in relation to the conversation around Nas and like what he isn't, this, that, and the third. So my bigger thing is about this whole is revisionist history.
Right.
And how people just magically want to stomp shit out just and say, oh, nobody listened to this, or, just want to change, what we know is factually true, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is weird, bro.
Don't Like came out in 2012.
Yeah.
So if Chief Keef is 30 minus 13 is what?
That's what?
17? So what he basically said is he grew up listening to a 16, 17-year-old, right? From New York. Chief Keef is from Chicago, Illinois, right? Mm-hmm. I get it. Don't Like is one of my favorite songs.
Oh yeah, this isn't to knock Chief Keef at all. Like, Chief Keef is one of the most influential artists of like an era.
This is strictly about Fivio foreign stupid ass.
A 36-year-old adult. And a grown ass man.
I also get on him. Like I hate the way he spells. I think that's really where my disdain for him comes from. But overall, let's get out of the culture of putting down an artist to big up another artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you like Jim Jones, because I actually like Jim Jones. If you like Jim Jones, that don't mean you gotta not like Nas, or you gotta not like Pusha T, or you gotta not like anybody else that Jim Jones has dissed over the course of the last 12 months.
Or you can like Kendrick and Drake.
Facts. So the fact that Fivio Foreign, because when you really, really look at it, the people that have given Nas the most disrespect has only come from these two idiots, Fivio Foreign and Jim Jones. You don't hear this shit from no fucking Jadakiss.
No.
You don't hear this shit from Styles P.
No.
You don't hear this shit from Lucci, Sheik Lucci. You don't hear this shit from anybody else, even Jay-Z, and they had a whole beef.
Yeah.
You don't hear from Fabulous. You don't hear from any of Mano. And Mano and Jim Jones are very close.
Yes.
So, I really don't like and I know that there's some history between Nas and Jim Jones, and to me, that shit is dead, bro. You could not like the man. I get it. If y'all had some issues off air or outside of music, I'm a firm believer in not letting shit go if a nigga fuck with you, right? But when you start talking about the craft of hip hop and rapping and all of this other stuff, Jim Jones, y'all on two different planets. Two different planets. And I'm not even just talking about accolades, because we could go that route too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you don't have a Grammy, you don't have a number one. I don't know if you don't have a number one album, but
no,
you don't have a Grammy. You don't have a critically acclaimed across the board hip hop classic album.
And then I was this is the spirit. Like, this isn't to put him down at all.
Not at all.
Because Jim Jones is one of the more influential artists like of an era. As niggas from the South.
Yes.
What Dipset was as New York niggas to us in the South. Monumental. It's monumental. So it's never to put like him down, but it's just to put the activity down of like that he's been on with putting Nas down. Bro, like Nas is one of the greatest, like, period of all time. And for a 36-year-old adult to tell me the only song they ever heard of from Nas, a nigga from up there.
Was One Mic?
Was One Mic? Bro, you lying at your motherfucking gap tooth teeth, bro. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
I never want to hear him speak again.
Ever, bro. Who was that? He just tweeted
I don't know what's wrong with him, dog.
He said, oh, we could box it out, and he spelled it like
BOCKS. It's embedded in my mind.
Or like he was in that interview saying he was infatuated. Like, I'm like, bro.
I really think that they, like, again,
make me question the public school system.
We have a bunch of people running around here with smartphones that used to eat crayons when they was growing up.
I'm trying to tell you.
So, I just put him in that box. He's one of those people that used to eat crayons. That's what I believe, because there's no way you can really, really think that. But again, I don't really too much care for Fivio Foreign's music or anything like that. But Jim Jones, I'm a huge fan of. Absolutely. I just want him to stop. Just stop,
just let
bro.
that go.
Like you are, and again, like the internet and social media are pushing us to hate our favorite artists of all
yeah,
time.
all time.
I go down the list, bro. I hate what Ross do on social media. Would go back and forth with his baby mom and all that. And I get it. She provokes him and all that other stuff, right? I hated it when Tip was doing it, when he was going back and forth with people, when he was on his righteous shit.
Yeah.
Right? I hated when Trick Daddy was doing it, when he was spitting on his fucking phone.
And you know what? You know why? You know why you hate it? Is because we were outside enough to know what they were at their peak.
Yes.
So now you see how people look at them.
Yes.
And it just sucks to see where they were in perception to where they are.
And how you're allowing your integrity to be diminished with some tweets and some posts. You know what I'm saying? I get it. If it's some salacious rumors and things that you got to address, by all means.
Yeah.
Clear that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a firm believer in that. Making people respect you and not playing with your name. But a lot of this shit be just y'all just reacting to people, and y'all really don't have to do that. And that's just my 2 cents. But hey, you know. Yeah, man. Oh, you had this on here. You said, and then we'll wrap up. You said, where does Tyler, the Creator, rank? As far
that kind of
As far as what? As far as what?
Just in general, right?
Okay.
So like we new dope. It had came to me and I totally forgot about it. But like Tyler dropped the Don't Break Break the Glass project, right? And it made me stop and think about it. And I love a lot of the conversation Tyler's been having as of late, right?
Right.
I personally was not an Odd Future fan.
Okay.
When they came out when I was in college, I thought it was just wild, immature, crazy. And that's crazy because I was immature as fuck back then my damn self.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was crazy. Like, I ain't get it. So to see like the maturation like of all of those guys in that camp and to see where they've come to and the things that Tyler has achieved, my question is like, you know, we don't necessarily big him up or rank him like where does he fall like in these conversations like of a big 3, you know?
Yeah.
Is he the 4? No, you know, like everybody be like, oh, Future's just outside of that. Well, you know, Nicki's just outside of that.
Right.
Well, where's Tyler? Because everything that these niggas do in the big 3,
he's doing it.
He's doing it.
And he's doing it by
sometimes
himself, too.
times 10.
Yeah.
Because I just saw he just announced he has, for those that don't know, he has a festival. He's been doing it for like a handful of years at this point. 2 days and all the names that I saw listed on that shit, can't anybody just put that together.
Yeah.
The brand of Tyler, the Creator, is like...
It's huge.
It's so huge. That's what this came from. Because it was some fucking interview I saw with some niggas telling some, yeah, because black people don't whoop whoop this and the third when it comes to Tyler. Like, that shit weird, bro. Like, and he deserved all the fucking credit.
He does.
You know? So my thing is like, if we did like a ranking and this and third, like, you know, where does he fall in these like these conversations?
And just like rapping ability or just overall? Because I know,
overall as artist,
I know why. Overall as an artist, I feel like if we did like a top 5, top 10 hip hop artist
of the modern era,
right? So of course you and when I say artists, I'm talking about people like a Drake, people like Tyler, people like Donald Glover, people like who else you could put in that category? I even put Kendrick in that category.
Yeah, no, they all fall. They fall in it.
Yes,
you would put Donald in like a top
artist.
He don't do that for me.
When we talking about,
I think he's a great artist. I think yes, but he don't move the need. Like I really be thinking sometimes because I even be thinking about that record that won a Grammy, the This Is America record. Like it was a great moment, but it's like
I don't think he moves the record because he's so focused on a lot of stuff outside of hip hop.
Tyler is too, though. So what's the excuse?
No, but Tyler is very active in hip hop. That's why we're continuously talking about him, right? But I say this: I think Tyler don't get the respect and praise because he do a lot of weird shit.
But is it weird?
It is weird, bro. Like, yeah, the nigga be talking about fucking niggas and all this other stuff.
But that's him.
No, this is hip, but it's hip hop, bro. It's hip hop. I'm only answering your question.
I feel it.
I'm only answering your question. I think that if Tyler was, and he's going on record saying he bisexual, he fuck niggas, he do this, he had to, I don't know if you pay attention to Gerard Carmichael, but Carmichael, okay, so Gerard Carmichael had a crush on a nigga and they was sitting across from each other talking about feelings and all this other stuff. I believe hip hop is a very immature genre.
Absolutely.
Very immature when we're talking
Absolutely.
about just overall acceptance of people.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, we could go down the line. When Young Thug was doing all that weird shit, painting his nails and all of that, wearing a dress and putting a gun under the dress and all of that, a lot of people were talking about him.
They were.
But a lot of people in Atlanta knew that, hey, don't fuck with that nigga. And then we shortly thereafter, we saw why you probably shouldn't fuck with that nigga, right? Now, when you look at what Tyler is doing, like every so often, he'll just do some weird ass shit, bro. Like, he's a dope rapper. He's a dope brand. He's a dope creative. I think that he pop his shit. Whenever he do some amazing shit, he go on and he go to these blogs and he talks about it. And I watch every single interview.
Every one of them.
Because I love what he does from an artistry standpoint. Now, all of the other shit, like with, him, even some of the lyrics that he, tap dances around about him and his sexuality, I think that is what is the one of the primary reasons why he's not accepted by us as a culture. I don't think it has anything to do with what he wears, because I think he a fly ass nigga.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like he took the whole like Kanye-esque when Kanye first came out.
That's really what I was about to say.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he took it to a whole nother level.
I feel like where the bus stopped with Kanye, Tyler ran.
Yes.
Facts. And I'm even in conversations now, I'm like, I think that Tyler's catalog surpasses Kanye's. So I get what you're saying, especially in relation to the fact that, like, yes, the hip hop culture and genre is comprised of tons. It's rooted in immaturity.
We're misogynistic and we're
rooted in immaturity.
We are homophobic. Look at the Funk Flex freestyle. That's a prime example.
I love it, bro. I love it because he was so intentional with that shit.
He was. But when you look at that, what he was doing, he was making hip hop uncomfortable. He was. Because look how uncomfortable Flex was during that fucking. So uncomfortable. Come on, dog. Like, what are we talking about here?
Hey, when you shake the table like that, sometimes, you're that big of an artist to do it.
Facts.
And you know what's even funnier, bro? I'll say this, man. We talking about the fact, hip hop culture doesn't accept him as a whole. Okay. Moving away from hip hop culture to just Cali culture, right?
Right.
I've heard tons of niggas from out that way say they don't even trip about him because you know what it is? They be like, oh, that's just Tyler.
They know him.
They don't know him personally.
No.
He's just there's a reference. You know how you're from what part of Dade?
Miami Lakes, but they
so like what's another far away like part? I don't know, like Piran?
That we don't accept.
I'm just saying, that's in Dade, but that's far.
Oh, Homestead, Piran.
Piran. Like, you still at the end of the day gonna be like, oh, that's a nigga from Dade. You don't have to personally know these niggas, but you know how y'all Miami niggas is about Miami.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas don't look at him like he grew up in Inglewood.
He is a LA nigga. He is an LA nigga.
So therefore, like, even when he do the weird shit, they be like, man, that's just Tyler.
Listen, okay. In your example, right? Going back to the Miami example, I give you a prime example. Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Mike Smith is from Homestead, P. Ryan area. I don't know specifically where. But Mike Smith is Dade.
Yeah.
He is a protege. He is a protege of Trick Daddy Dollars. Like, we accept Mike Smith just like we accept Briscoe.
Yeah.
Right? Now, look at Briscoe. Briscoe has been ousted by our hip hop community, and Briscoe was on a crazy trajectory.
Yeah.
He was on Carter 3. He was signing Young Money, all this other stuff. But because of his street ties and what he did, he's been blackballed. Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. So, yes, is Briscoe from Miami? Yes, we love Briscoe. He's from Dade. He's one of our top Florida artists on anybody's Florida list. But the shit that he did is unforgivable in a lot of niggas' eyes. And again, I'm civilian man to the core, right? I don't give a fuck about who tell on who. You know what I'm saying? But apparently them niggas care.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to the Cali shit, they embrace their artist. When you look at all of the artists from Cali, if you go down the line from Mozzie to all the way down to Nipsey Hussle and all these other, they embrace their artists because they know that their coast
versus the world.
It's a coast versus the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you go a lot of other places. I think Atlanta is the same way. Atlanta could be beefing with Atlanta, but to the outside world, we all community, or they all community and everything like that. I just think that they are more receptive to that lifestyle because, again, the capital of gay people is out there. It's San Francisco.
I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because of, it's because, again, geographically, San Fran up there.
Yes.
Tyler is down here in SoCal, right? So at the end of the day, no matter what it is that's quote unquote weird, and what's quote unquote weird about him is him being him.
I get it, bro.
But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is that nigga grew up riding his bike around the fucking
the hardest of the
Coliseum in Inglewood.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying?
Crips,
So
Bloods,
like
all that. He probably
at the end of the day, he probably then ran the fade, and he is related to somebody that's whoop this, that, and the third. Like, so it's like we all have those ties. So it's like they don't trip.
I get it. A nigga like me don't want to hear who you think cute, bro. Sorry. But I like your music. I'm one of those ones that I'm able to separate the person from the music. Yeah. Right? Unless you start putting bullshit in your music that you was personally doing, you know, like winning. There you go. Right. Okay. So let's wrap up, man. Listen, shit you said, you know what I'm saying? I got one. I don't know if you got one.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, I got one. You said I was young as fuck listening to Novocaine, thinking cocaine might not be so bad. Why? Where?
Do you know what I mean? You doing? You know what I mean when I was saying that?
Novocaine to my Frank Ocean. Yeah. Come on, tap in. Yeah. So I want to know where did that come from?
It was just a thought. Like whatever he was on in that song, I was like, shit. I wish I was on it too. That shit sounded like a good ass trip.
That's wild.
Nah, I never done no Booger Sugar, but it sounded like a good trip.
Okay.
For you, I found dealing with girls under 35 is like trying to teach fleas how to bark.
Yes. Listen, man. Now, I love the younger generation of women. When I say younger generation, please don't be on no weird shit. I'm talking about 25 to 35, right? Because that's younger for me, right? And I think I was just somewhere and I just thought about like all of the women that I have previously dealt with that were of the younger generation. And I instantly got a headache. Like, so that it wasn't geared toward nobody. It was just something I thought was funny, and I just kind of really tweeted it because, of course, fleas don't bark. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you can't train fleas to do anything. So it's just and I think what the core premise of it was when we're on social media, a lot of this dialogue from dating is coming from that particular demographic. That 25 to 35, oh, I'm not doing this for a man. Oh, I'm not finna cook. Oh, I'm not finna clean. Oh, when I get with you, you gotta pay bills and all of this other stuff. And it's just really, really goofy. And it's polluting social media and the internet as a whole.
I mean, the internet and social media is fucked as a whole when it comes to conversations about dating.
Yes.
And I really believe the only way it can thrive, you and yours can thrive, is if you live in real time, offline, with your feet in the grass.
Facts.
Because people... men and women, they ain't talking about shit on there. They gonna tell you what they ain't going for, what they ain't doing, this and the third. But you know what happened in real life? All that shit go out the window when it's about that one.
Out the fucking window, man. Listen, everybody, put your phones in your pocket and go enjoy life. Go see a movie. You know what I'm saying? Go to the park. Go run the Beltline. Go do something outside that don't got shit to do with Wi-Fi or internet. Please. All right. Look, season 3, man, we kicking off, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us once again, man. It's your boy, way more fly than you.
Boy, Teddy.
Appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you.